Well, good afternoon, everybody. I'm starting a new series on this channel with this panel, and this is going to be Kidde FX- Series System Test 1. And as we all know, the SER Safety also has this panel, and it's been doing a really good job so far of serving me and stuff like that, and I plan to keep this panel for years to come. And also but the only thing that I have hooked up to the panel for right now is these three devices on the loop and a couple of notification appliances. So mainly I don't use this as a daily panel because this panel outputs full wave rectified power, which I can operate so many devices on it, almost anything. But for example, I really cannot operate any True Alerts on this thing. I cannot operate the True Alert devices on this thing, or else it will probably fry them up. And I don't believe I can operate any simplex mechanical horn strobes, or it'll probably fry them up, because this puts out a different kind of power on the NACs. So this panel has two NACs and all that stuff, and as you may notice, there is a trouble on the system, and I'm going to go scroll a few of them right now. There's only two troubles on the system, which is the battery trouble, which is one, and the other trouble is loop device number 4, because this smoke detector right here is not compatible that well with this panel, because it's an unconfigured alarm. So maybe you could upgrade the firmware on this and probably make it compatible. I'm not sure, but after this test, this smoke detector is coming off the system. But it still works just fine. But other than that, it's not a huge deal. But hopefully I will plug the batteries back in and get the smoke detector off the system so the system can be trouble-free, because I have all the resistors in place on the NACs and the loop. And the loop doesn't take 4K ohm resistors. It probably takes half watt resistors. Well, not really a big fan of circuitry. So on for the pull stations that we have, I know this pull station is kind of broken because it doesn't have a key lock on it. And sorry, it doesn't want to cooperate with me. I'm just going to lean it right there. So the pull station that we have is a Siga 278 that used to be addressable, but this was removed from a hospital a long time ago. And we have the smoke detector, which is rebranded by Siemens, and it's a PG-LG, I believe. I'm not sure. Here's the addressable loop module. That's the only device that's compatible for this panel. So, and for notification appliances, we have, for device 1, we have my Wheelock CH70 4-wire multi-candela electronic chime strobe. And for the second device, we have my System Sensor Spectre Alert Classic S1224MC multi-candela remote strobe. And both of the strobes here are 75 candela. That's what they're set for. So I have both the strobes set for 75 candela. And the reason why I'm using a chime strobe for the first test, because my mom and dad are upstairs working, and I don't want to create a bunch of noise. So anyways, let's get this over with. 3, 2, 1, let's pull it down. There goes the strobes. silence. As you can see, both of the strobes are flashing. They're on NAC 2. The chime is on NAC 1, so NAC 2 is set for non-silenceable, so the strobes will stay flashing. So, anyways, let's go ahead and reset the pull station since I don't have a key lock for it. Flip the switch down, flip this up, make sure this is closed. Okay, pull station is reset. Now we can finally put a reset in the system. If the camera wants to focus, for some reason the camera's not focusing today. There goes, the system's fully reset. Yep, there's the whole CPU. Now, as you can see, you see the green LED blinking. There it is. And now, let's take our can of smoke and let's set it off. So let's give it a quick squirt. I could smell it. The red LED flashes, and then the strobes start flashing. As you can tell, it does sound reasonable because I'm using a chime strobe and stuff like that. Like you can see the alarm LEDs on the detector flashing. Sorry, that was my ankle crack. Okay. Once I put a reset in the system, the LED will go back to normal green. So anyways, let's go ahead and put a reset in the system. This panel takes about 20 seconds to reset. There, the camera's focusing this time. Alright, strobe stopped flashing. There you guys go. And that'll be it for this test. My camera's almost out of battery, so I will see you guys in the next video. Expect more videos of this thing. So anyways, guys, hopefully I'll see you in the second test of this panel. And this is the FX series. This is the Kidde FX series system test 1. So anyways, camera's almost out of battery, and that's it, and thanks for watching.